Hey everyone, Sam Signorelli, HOM Fencing. Welcome back to Can Haz Armory. Today, requested video about identifying and repairing a issue of the C line in foil and epee, where the issue is you take a hit to the bell guard and your opponent's light goes off. It shouldn't be doing that. Normally, if you receive a bell guard hit in epee or foil, power goes from your weapon or the opponent's weapon into your guard, and because of how the weapons are connected, it goes into the bracket where the body cord mount is, into the appropriate line, the C line of the other socket, and out the other side, bypass the scoring lights, and nothing happens. That's why when you see guys in epee do the bell guard test for a bout, they hit each other's guards to make sure nothing's going to happen. If you're looking at a Favero box, a little yellow light flashes, that means the circuit's grounding properly. However, if you take a hit in foil on the guard and C line's open, it's going to register as an off-target hit because there's no continuity. If you hit a bell guard and epee and the C line's open, it registers a valid hit. So here's what you look for. Number one, it's probably going to be most likely in the body cord. It's going to be this line right here. This is the C line. A's here, B's in the middle, C's the farthest away. That's always what it is on the sockets and the 3-pin ends. So it's probably going to be here, a break in the wire, which we've gone over in earlier videos, how to repair a body cord. In epee, it can be either end. On foil, it's going to be, most likely going to be the weapon end because that's one that gives the most flexing, but sometimes it's the back end. If it's not in the cord, it's going to be in the socket. In a foil socket, it's going to be this pin here. You notice the receiver has a little insulator here. This is where the B line, that's where the wire goes. This one, which has the wider hole, is the C line. If this is not tight, a hit is Kim here won't be in continuity because the thing's loose and you get the light. Now, this is why whenever I rewire a weapon, the first thing I do when I start assembling it is tighten the C line. On epee, a little different. Again, same layout, A, B, and C, but you have on the C line this little tab that's under the C line port, and it is crunched under the bracket here when you tighten this screw. And there's your continuity from the wire to the bracket to out the ground. I'm sorry, the other way around, from the bracket to the tab to the port to the wire out. So if this is loose, or if this is loose, if this screw gets lost and this is wobbling around, you have no continuity because now you have a lack of connection between the tab and the back of the bracket, and that can also be it. In the case of a pre-air socket, if you have one, it comes loose, same kind of thing. So this is why the first thing an armor checks for is what's loose. We'll grab the thing, we'll wiggle the handle, we'll check the ports, make sure they're all tight. Sometimes it can be finger tight, but still loose enough to cause an issue. That's why you want to crank everything tight when you're reassembling stuff. So that's how you look for it. How you fix it is the body cord. Just like we fixed an early body cord video, you look for a break, and you'll cut it shorter, strip the wires, put it back together, put it back in the right order. And for the sockets, you simply tighten them, and that usually is going to solve the problem. If it is not in the weapon system, it could be in the scoring box to reel the floor cords. Uses the floor cords. So the first thing you do, have this problem, is you unhook, have the fencer swap sides, and retest. If the problem follows over, like from the referee's right to the referee's left, then it's the fencer on the right's gear. If it stays in the same side of the system, it's the tournament gear. Check the floor cords first. It's usually the problem. Then check the reels. The box is going to be last. Although the boxes I've seen failures. I've seen where the receiving ports for the floor cords come out. But basically start with the weapon, the tip of the weapon, and work your way back. That's what you find, and hopefully fix a C line issue. As always, happy armoring.